Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So it's highly unlikely that you haven't heard the name Supra or haven't seen this car all over the internet. Well, if you still haven't, then today you have seen it on this channel. So Supra is a name which was introduced by Toyota again as a car in 2019, but it's like 21 years later when it actually ended the production of its previous version of the Supra, and which is why it makes all this more exciting to check this car out. But boy, this car is pretty. But in today's video, let me show you everything in detail about this Toyota Supra GR version, which is the Gazoo Racing. Before we move forward, please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking that subscription button, and you will get to see all these tasty reviews that I have put up on my channel. And also make sure to leave all the notifications on so that you never miss any video updates from my channel. And also here's my Instagram profile. Head over to that and give me a follow and follow all the regular updates about all these cars that I get for the reviews. Now the particular model that I'm reviewing is the Toyota Supra GR Blue Edition. Blue because of this amazing paintwork that you see right in front of you. Such a great color, especially during the daylight. And the GR stands for the Gazoo Racing, which is Toyota's own racing division. So they have fitted around this car and made sure this is one of the most exciting Supras that you've ever driven. And let's start from the front. So you get this small grille out here, and then there are like these pockets out here of the grille, and at the bottom you would find this black color blade, and then there is this plastic trim which is just there's nothing in it. I wish there was like a fog light or something. And you get the Toyota badging out here, and then LED headlight cluster which has this DRLs which runs from one corner to the other. It looks absolutely amazing, and that DRL converts into turn signal also. And then these headlights are also adaptive headlights, and then all that clever technology that has been put. And also there is this fake vent out here, and then this blade which I mentioned, and you will see a lot of creases on the bonnet. And then there is this long nose out here, and also on the roof there is this scoop, so this gives you sort of that aerodynamic shape. And there is also a vent out here on the bonnet. Again, you guessed it right, it's not anything, it's just fake vent. So this generation of the Toyota Supra was jointly developed with the BMW, so which is why a lot of essential bits are being shared across the platform, which is the chassis, the engine, but the shell that you see and even some more bits inside the interior are all designed by Toyota. And also the GR badge, which is the Gazoo Racing, they've also done a lot of fiddling, as I mentioned. So on the sides you get these 19-inch matte black alloy rims, and at the bottom there is another black piece of skirting around at the bottom. Again, that helps in channeling some air outside. And then these are black color, but then I wish these side mirrors were the glossy ones, because this is just normal plastic that they've put. And these are power foldable, power adjustable side mirrors, and they also have the blind spot warning system inside it, and also the LED turn signal in them. And you can see the roof line sloping down in the back. The rear quarter is something which looks absolutely beautiful. And check out the arches in the back, thick ones, and even in the front there are these arches. And again, more fake vents out here on the side. I don't know why. And these are smart keyless entry door handles, and also there is a Toyota Supra badging on the door sills. And notice how this car sits really low, and then you sit pretty much at the back on the rear wheels, while the nose is right there in the front. And then also there are more of these decals out here, black ones on the side to make it look more sporty. And there is also this small bit of lift spoiler. Well, my most favorite side is this rear end, because look at this, it looks so gorgeous. And it's not just that, like look at how broad it is, like the tracks that you get, and the cabin that you see squeezes out in the center. Yet there is a lot of space inside, surprisingly. And let's continue out here. You get this Toyota badging out here, and then so for weird reason Toyota has again put like Toyota Supra again. Instead, it was better if they had just mentioned Supra, that would have looked nicer. And a badge which a lot of people would like, which is this GR badging. You get LED tail lights. These are complete LED tail light cluster. Again, fake vents out here on the sides, and then there is this big diffuser out here which is black color, and then this F1 style lights out here in the center, which is also your fog lamp, and also the reversing light inside it, and these two big exhaust tips that you see. And have a listen to the exhaust note because it sounds incredible. I'm glad that Toyota has used just the natural exhaust tips, like, you know, there is no gap between the exhaust pipe and, you know, whatever cover they put on it. Like it actually looks very good. And when it comes to the visibility surprisingly is actually quite all right on this. Like, you know, there are like thick pillars on both the sides which cover a lot of visibility, but once you get used to, it's not actually bad. You get quite a bit of clear visibility. Even there is just slight bit of arches that you will see from the side mirror. That's the only thing. Now when it comes to the boot space, again, there is no button to open the boot space, so you either have to go next to the driver seat where there is a button in the door cards, or you can just simply choose, if you're lazy like me, to just open it using the button. And when you open it, again, there's not much of boot space that has been provided. Let me show you, because here's my bag, and you can put like couple of bags like that and one small something in the back, or you can put like one medium sized bag completely in the boot. And this boot separator is also can be, you know, folded and removed. And there is a spare wheel which has been provided, which is what consumes a bit of space, but there is a huge lip, and which is why, you know, taking your luggage in and putting it inside is going to be a bit of a struggle. But anyways, you can still put a fair bit of luggage, and that's more essential. Now on the inside, again, a lot of similarities with the BMW's interiors, which you will notice out here also, but still solid build quality is what I would say. So you get soft touch plastics on the dashboard, like really soft, good ones, even on the side and even out here wherever your touch points are, wherever they made sure, like, you know, all those points are like soft touch points. And when it comes to the general interior quality, the material choice has been bang on. Like, you know, it's just about enough. Like and there has been, best part is, no cut down in terms of, you know, any necessities, like, you know, removing, like, you know, a bit of vents here and there or anything, nothing. Like it's just like a normal car from inside. So when you get in, you are gonna be like really comfortable from the word go. These doors are frameless doors, and also they are quite long, but the only thing is getting in and out of the car could be a little bit of a trouble, also of the fact that, you know, the roof line is very sloping, and also you immediately have this roof next to your head. Now when it comes to the multi-information display or the driver's display, let me start the car. Every time it's an occasion when you start this car, and you get like a stylish digital driver's display out here, in which you can see like your speed on the left side, and then there is this big rev counter in the center, and then a screen on the side which shows you all the notifications and all the information. And at the bottom you can see like, you know, the trip information, and also the kilometers per liter, which is your fuel economy, and also the long-term economy, and also the average you know, speed that you're doing. So yeah, very basic. And also when you put it in the sport mode, these dials sort of change a little bit of color, and to show you that, you know, you are in the sport mode, but just straightforward, you know, dials and everything that they have given. So very simple to operate that way. There is no fiddly more options inside it. And when it comes to the steering wheel, again, the steering wheel is leather covered with this blue color stitching. The blue color stitching is also on the dashboard, which is to match with the color of the car, which is the blue edition, which is why you get all these blue stitching everywhere, like even on the seats. I'm going to come to that. So coming to the steering, you get this leather covered blue colored stitched steering wheel. Steering wheel is manually adjustable, which is your tilt and telescopic. It's pretty smooth, yeah, so you can adjust according to however you want. And it's also got these nice paddle shifters in the back. I wish the paddle shifters were a little longer, so, you know, while turning and all, you know, it's easier to operate these paddle shifters. And on the the right side you will find controls for your infotainment and the communications, and on the left side you will find the controls for the adaptive cruise control and also the speed limiter. Again, the placement of all this, the entire steering wheel looks very similar to, again, a BMW. And when it comes to the air conditioning controls, you get physical dials for your air conditioning controls, and it's a dual zone air conditioning controls, and then you have buttons for everything, and then there are dials to control the temperature, and then there are buttons to control the flow of air, the fan speed, and then there is the on off button. So you just press the off button, and simple to operate, and there is a screen in the center in which you can see all the information. And there is this 8.8-inch infotainment screen that has been given, which is a colorful display, and it's again based on the iDrive system, and I'm actually happy. I like this fact, these sort of collaborations which give you the best of two worlds. So which is why you can operate this iDrive system from the dial, like this joystick out here, which has all the shortcut buttons for your menu, map, media, communication, the options, and then you can use this wheel to basically scroll through the menus on your screen. So on the screen you will find options for your media and radio, your communication, and then the navigation. So the navigation system is pretty alright, and it's pretty smooth that way. Like, there is no lag as such from the system. And there is the connected server system, which is your assistant system. So you can call a Supra Assist or for a Toyota Assistant, and they will help you with any problem that you have with the car. And then there is the more My Vehicle finer settings for your vehicle settings, system settings, your driver profiles, vehicle status, and all of those things that you can see on this menu option. And then there is the notifications options, if to tell you if there are any warnings, if there are any surveys, suggestions, anything that you want is on this screen. Any warnings that you see on your screen or flashing on your driver's display is all right out here, explained in detail. So that way it's a very easy to use, where it's just the very simplified iDrive system. And to me, iDrive system is one of my favorite systems to operate, because it's just about enough and it doesn't complicate things. Now when it comes to the connectivity, you can connect to this infotainment system using the Bluetooth, the USB, and also there is only Apple CarPlay. There is no Android Auto on this system. And when it comes to the charging, you have like one USB port given out here, and that is pretty much about it. Yes, there is only one USB port, and also there is one 12-volt 120-watt power socket given, and there is also a wireless charging that has been given underneath. So there is like a tray on which you can put like a phone on top, and then there is another wireless charging at the bottom. It can become a little congested out here at the bottom to put that phone and then remove it, but nonetheless, there is a wireless charging. There's also a crystal clear heads up display which shows you speed limits, and also the cruise control information, and also various other information like your media and also the alert. When it comes to the storage, this is where I really am a little surprised, because there's not much storage to put anything in the door card, like literally small amount of just pocket storage where you can just put your wallets, or in fact just your phones, and that is pretty much it. And then there are these two cup holders out here and in this center armrest, but then when you put the cups, it may come in your way, like these cup holders. And then there is this small sort of storage in the back. Again, you can put your wallets and stuff. Then there is this decent glove box which has been lined with this velvet sort of material, and that is pretty much it in terms of the storage. There is also this pocket storage, like a net storage on the side, in which again you can put like your phone again, and you can even put your bottles, maybe like a half a liter worth of bottles. There's also this carbon fiber insert which has been given out here, like from this entire center console has that carbon fiber insert. And then there are these buttons given on the dashboard to operate the infotainment screen, to change your channels, and also there is a volume dial and also the mode button and all that out here. Now you get 12 speaker JBL music system in this Toyota Supra, like 12 speaker in a 2-seater car. Wow. And also in the back, the boot space is actually open, so you can see everything in the boot. And also, if you want to remove anything, or if you want to access, it just becomes a lot more easier. Now when it comes to these seats, you get perforated seats, and again the seat material is a mixture of Alcantara and leather. So on the sides you will find the leather, and in the center bit where you are going to be sitting, there is Alcantara. It's really soft, and actually these seats are pretty comfortable. I am surprised for a sports car to have comfortable seats. These seats are 8-way electronically adjustable, and also there is 4-way lumbar adjustment, and also 2-way side adjustment. Like these side supports can be adjusted to give you more support if you're going on a track day, or sort of in a racy setting, then you can change them. So this Supra comes with a 3-liter 6-cylinder twin turbocharged inline petrol engine that produces 382 brake horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque, and it's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it's a rear wheel drive, so a perfect recipe. Now I know a lot of these things are borrowed from the BMW, but this is still different. This is very different, and I'll explain you in like everything. But first, let me start with the engine. So this engine 3-liter is a twin turbo, but for some reason it has a bit of a lag sometimes, especially when you're in the automatic mode. You really have the boost that kicks in after like 3,500. But in order to solve that problem, what you do is maintain the gears at 3,500 the RPMs, and then when you want a rich bit of torque, you always have it in hand. That's the solution. It's just holding it basically to do whenever you want that rich bit of torque, it's always available. And the paddle shifters are actually quite quick, when you're trying to shift them. It's just immediate, oh my god, there's no lag at all, and it just picks up so well. That gearbox, the changes are not violent, and it's very subtle, and it's not going to be like moving you around while like a supercar when you try to change a gear and then it would just jerk around. But this is a totally different thing. And when it comes to the steering, it's actually a very precise steering, and it tackles these corners quite well, very well. It's quite planted. It will take all the corners happily, and it will even let you slide your tail a little bit when you want to make it a little sideways. You can easily do that. So braking the traction is quite easy that way. Give it a flick and then just continue with that nice bit of dance on the corners. Now when it comes to the suspension, that is where a little bit of work I think is needed, because the suspensions are a little bit on the softer side is what I found. Now I was honestly expecting a little bit of a hardness from the suspension, because let's be honest, this is a Supra and you're someday going to be tracking it somewhere and you're taking it somewhere around. So which is why I was expecting a little bit of hard, but then it's soft for a reason, I get, because they've tried to make it a car that you can use it every day. Take it out to your office, and then once your office is done, go around, have a little bit of fun, and then return home. So I get that fact, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be more tuners in future who would just change the setup and come up with something more fun. But till now, it's still all right, I mean. And then there is also another sport mode out here. So when you put the car in that, it's an altogether different character that this car changes into. And so what happens is it sharpens the throttle response, it improves the handling, makes it more stiffer. So, and there is an instant level, and this is a perfect combination of sorry, I cannot speak because I'm trying to focus. The thing is, because the softer suspension sometimes makes this car dance a little bit, and especially you really have to be careful about the bumps on the road, which is what it will just make the car a little more sort of flighty sometimes, but it's not that bad. Just make sure to leave the traction control on. That's the only thing, and when you do that, you're all right. When it comes to the brakes, let me show you a full emergency stop. Whoa, yeah, they work really fine. And the brake pedal actually has a nice bit of travel to it, so it's not going to be instant the moment you dab the brakes, and then it's more like a race setup kind of pedal that you will get. Now when it comes to the noise and the vibration, again, that has been very well done in this Supra, because Toyota has realized that people are going to be using this car probably every day too, so which is why they've always made sure that the inside of this car is quiet. When it comes to the safety systems, you get 7 airbags, 2 for the front driver and the passenger, 2 side airbags, 2 curtain airbags, and also there is 1 driver knee airbag. You can hear the pops. I can hear it. So there is also the reversing camera system, and the clarity from that is pretty good, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. Again, all of that is just directly ready, taken from the BMW, so which is, all those bits are fantastic. And there is also ABS, there's also EBD, there's also emergency stop signal, there is also tire pressure monitoring system, there's also a lane departure warning, there is a lane assist, there is also adaptive cruise control. So lots of safety systems, all part of this Blue edition. And in fact, you get all these safety systems standard across all the models, even the 4-cylinder model that you pick up, even on that you will get this safety system. So this particular Supra GR Blue edition is priced at a little over 204,000 dirhams, while you can get a little base version of this same one, not too much, that has been cut down though. So you get that Supra GR version for 194,000 dirhams. I don't know, I'm going to be putting all the prices on the screen. And the 4-cylinder Supra is priced at 179,900 dirhams. Now you ask me, for this price, it's a very good product, because let's be honest, the car that this one is based on is actually more pricier than this. And here's the thing, it's still a Supra, and look at the styling. People are going to be recognizing you. They're going to be giving you thumbs up everywhere that I've gone in a supercar meetup, or I have actually attended those too. Like I've been on a drive, I've taken this car everywhere, and everywhere this car has gone, people just love it because it's the looks. It's got that stance, it's fresh, and it's for that fraction of price you pay for this much. And it's good that it's based on a car which has been tried and tested. You have to look it in a different way. It's just based on a BMW, but let's be honest, this is what the Toyota's version is, and if this is what you get, then I really like this version, and I think you should definitely go and buy this. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you can click here, and if you want to watch more videos, then click here. Thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye and take care.